Hello everyone and welcome back. Thank you for continuing supporting me. All your likes and subscriptions are very important. So if it's your first time on this channel, please click the follow button, the notification bell, and don't forget to share with your friends. Today we're going to take a look at First in Flight. Well, I want to really thank Genius Games who provide this review copy, and so now we can learn together this game. We're going to see how to play this game in a multiplayer version. The solo mode has been already published. You can follow the link up there and then see how that works. So for today, we're going to see how a 3-player game works, and then we come back and see what I think about it. Here you have the board set up for 3 players. What you're gonna do, you're gonna place the time marker on number 1 for year first. Then you're gonna have all the airplanes of the 3 players and their pawn associated with the starting location from start to finish. Then you're gonna have your 2 cards for your friends, 2 cards for the technology, and then we have 4 cards for the skills. Here you can see the trail for all the cards. This is a very good trail that you can take it out from the box, so you have everything already set and ready to go. Each player gets 1 board, gets a special character. In this case we have the Wright brothers. Then get descent card. Then we need to build the starting deck for each player. Each player is gonna have 4 flows randomly picked, then 4 glides card and 1 experience cards to make overall a 9 card deck. Then you take this card and you shuffle them together. Each player also will start with some money. For example, in this case, we have 6 coins. 6 coins means the first player will start with 6 coins and then 1 coin each for every other player. Before explaining how the location works, how does the game work? Players will go around the board. You can see here the location. Will go around the board performing action. The main mechanics of this game is that a player can move as far as he wants to land to a location and take that action. However, he cannot go back. Then will go the other player. For example, this guy will go here, and then the purple player will go here and perform an action. At this point, as soon as everyone took the first turn, the next player is the one the furthest back in the board. So in this case, the white player potentially can pick another location and then play once again to take another action. Rule is no more than 1 player can be in the location to take an action. However, you see here there's a clock. That clock can be occupied by more players, and we will come back later. So this players go around the board when the year ends, and there will be awards based on that on the year, based on how far you went to the flight track, and we're gonna go back to that later on. So what are these locations? What this location do? Before discussing all of them, perhaps it's most important thing is discuss how this location works, which is the flight action. This is the main core of the game. If you take the flight action, the player firstly will reset any skills. See, this green card are the skills. The tech is a permanent tool or permanent power that you have. Then we'll take any flaw in their box and then we'll shuffle the cards. So now the player will draw cards 1 by 1. So we'll start with 1. So we have a glide action that will move our plane by 1. This will give us an extra glide action, which you will pick up from the main tray, so not from your deck, and you add it, and you keep drawing. So now it's going well. Sometimes you can use this card. You tilt it to remind yourself to use the power. Don't forget you have sometimes special abilities. And then you see here we have a flaw card, which yes will allow us to move forward, but bring us to dangerous spot there, which if we get to 4 or more, we will crash it and we'll see the consequences of the crash. Then also there are bad consequences at the bottom, which with upgrades we can remove. We keep doing this until we feel like we are ready to descend. So for example, in this case, I have 1, 2, 3 dangers, so I don't want to cross the floor, otherwise I'm gonna crash. So what I want to do is play the descent card. When you play the descent card, you take the remaining cards, you shuffle it up, and you draw 2 more. So a glide and another flow. That wasn't very good. So we add all the values. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. However, this case you have 2 numbers. If we land successfully with less than 4 problems, this stars is called problems, then we're going to use the 5 value. But in this case we have 4 problems, so we didn't land successfully. So we need to use the 2 values. So back again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we go to our board here and we move our airplane by 10. And see, that's how the race goes. Then after that, we remove the descent card. We take 2 of the flow that we have shown. For example, I can take these 2 and I place it here in my hanger to eventually repair it. You see here on the board, here there's nothing, here there's a cost 1. So this can be repaired when you take the repair action. You see here the symbol. So when you repair it, you're going to get a bonus over here. You can repair this for free. You see there's no money. Here we'll have an extra cost. And so players will try to increase their, their record in terms of flight. When player cross the 15 mark, then they will become famous. When you become famous, you flip your character card, which will have a stronger power. You also have at the beginning a power. Now you're going to have a stronger power. It will give you an additional bonus. Let's see what the location do. Any location is pretty self-explanatory, can do anything possible. And you see at the bottom has a cost, so this one will cost 1 money. What else I have? We have an upgrade that will allow you to get this more powerful cards. You can see here, you have a higher value. So definitely you want to have this upgrade. How do you do it? You will draw at least 2 cards. 2 or more. It's based on, you see this X, based on how much you want to spend. So if you spend 2 money, you will draw 2 cards and take 1. If you spend 3 money, you have possibility to draw 3 and pick still 1. Or you can spend time. That time is also a currency in this game. How times work? You see this clock here. So imagine the orange, let's say we are here. So the orange spent 2 time. So the orange will move 1 and will move 2. Let's assume that the purple one was arrives also here at some point and also want to spend 2 money. So it will go 1 and 2. And it's important to place the token in the front to remind that the person that arrived first will have to start first. When you do the upgrade, you also draw a flow you added to your deck. This is the only way you get an upgrade and a flow at the same time. There are a special character or special ability that will give you an upgrade without a flow. Then we have this location which you can get a tech or a friend. So you spend 2 money, you draw a card from the river that you've seen at the side of the board. This location you can repair your flow. You take 3 coins or you spend 2 time, and we see that. On this side you get 4 money, pretty self-explanatory. This one you get a skill. You pay 2 and you take a card here from the right side of the board. Here on the top, you can get a 1 glide card, or you can get an experience card for 3 money. Remember, the experience card is the card that when you play, immediately gives you a glide card from the main tray. So it's quite valuable to keep doing that. When players complete one circle. The first player will go in the front, the second, and the third. So to remind that whoever finish first will start first. And at this point, we calculate how far each airplane went. So in this case, the white player went 16. So it was first, so we'll get 7 money. The second will get 4. The third will get, the second gets 5. The third will get 4. We advance this track. We clean up this reverse, we put new cards, and we start again until either we arrive to 4 years or someone crosses the 40 mark with their flight. At that point, all the players can try one last flight. So if the white player crosses the 40 mark first, everyone gets a one last flight, including who crossed the line first. The only rules in that case is that you do not reset the special power of your character. You do not reset by special power from your friends. You only can reset the skills that you have. Another rule that often is lost is when you play the descent card, you are not allowed to use any skills or tech or extra power. You just draw the 2 cards and you go for it. If you crash, you place the pawn sideways. You still move on the flight track, but what you're going to do in the next turn, you need to pay 2 times. So you will move 1 and 2 to recover. This is pretty much it. There are more rules for the 2-player games. I'll let you explore that, and let's get back and see what I think about it. And here we have it. You have a very brief introduction to the game. I hope that will help to let you going in the next adventure. And let's see what I think about it. Well, first of all, the setup. It's extremely easy to do. That tray, have you seen it? You just pull it out of the box and then you're ready to go. Set up the player deck is very quick. Put the pieces on the board and you're out of the gate. Very, very good. I'm really impressed with that. The card quality is very good. The attention to details is very good. The size of the cards is not exactly the same. I'm referring to the descended card. That card is a little bit bigger. So when you put it inside the deck or when you place it to start your descending card, it's very easy to fish it out when you need to reshuffle the deck, because when you just compact the deck, you're going to have that card sticking out. So it's very easy to find very important details. I really appreciate that. Makes the game, just experience so smoothly, really, really flawless in that. But let's talk about the gameplay. That's the most important thing. Is the game fun? Oh boy, if it's fun. It's really, really, really good. I remember there was a Kickstarter of this game, and I wasn't really the theme captured my attention. I really like the theme. I like the historical settings. I like the flying in general. I was always fascinated by this, amazing machineries that airplanes are. But the gameplay from the rule book that I've seen online on the Kickstarter page, didn't sell me the game right away. But when I tried, this game really shines. It reminds me a little bit of Quacks of Quedlinburg. It's a bug building game, very family approachable. This game is a little bit, a step higher. I would say, yes, it's easy to teach to a family, but definitely, there's a little bit more nuances, the power cards, how to play. I can see that new folks in the hobby may forget some of those things, but it's not a big deal. But the adrenaline that you have in draw a card and maybe another one and then another one. Oh, I have just one more flaw and I'm gonna crash. Should I do it? Should I descend now? But I have so much longer stack. Maybe I'm not that lucky. Maybe I can push a little bit more. Really similar to the pulling the chips out of the bag in Quacks of Quedlinburg. And the theme is definitely better. And the theme really comes through. You see that you have those flaws, your airplane is shaking a little bit, but maybe you have everything under control. Maybe I can pull it over, or maybe I should just descend. But in descending, you still can crash. It's not a safe landing for, no, it's really the thing come through. And also the idea that you have the upgrades, but the upgrade bring you also flaws sometimes depending on how you do the upgrade. Yeah, because makes sense, right? The first airplanes, if you get some upgrade, doesn't mean it comes without flaws. Those also have some flaws. So really good. The interaction among players, I won't say it's very high. Not just you're competing for the spots, obviously. So you may have some strategy there when you want to really pull ahead to get that flight going. You don't want to be do 1 year without flying. That's very bad. You want to always be there. And also because you want to compete for the end year money that you receive. But everyone is engaged because every time someone attempts to fly, everyone is looking there, whether cheering or whether booing because you want that person to crash. You don't want to do better than you. So everyone is really engaged. And the turns are very quick. The action is very easy. The iconography is great. I mean, I really cannot find a flaw, no pun intended, since we're talking about this in the game, to this game. Really good. Um, every time I finish, I want to play it more. And kudos also for the effort that this company puts to teach you something. They want to teach you that about that era where people were experimenting and trying to develop a successful airplane. And to do that, not only brings real people as the special characters ability or the friends that you have, but also you have at the end of the rule book a very brief description of what these people are famous for or their contribution to this field. Very good. These companies put out games that are not solely in terms of mechanics, but also in the theme. They want to teach you something, and they're able to blend that theme and teaching together very well. And you can see in this game not only because what you put in the rule book, but also the mechanics. So as I said, the upgrade, it gives you also flow. You bring new things that they don't work there. And at the same time, there's this race to do better and better. There's the adrenaline that you think you're ready, but you don't know how far you're gonna go. The repair your flaws, you fix something, but you don't totally fix it 100%. So it's very good. I'm really impressed. This is definitely something that I'm gonna keep in my collection. This is something definitely that I'm gonna recommend to everyone. So if you are curious about the solo mode, watch my video. Maybe the only thing that I don't jive too much is the two-player mode, which has sort of AI that works together. But this is what happens with racing game all everywhere. When you have two people that race, the race is not really compelling. You have some bot introduced. Think about Heat also have a robot that race, just to make the race a little bit spicier. It makes sense, right? You want to have first, second, and third in the competition, and this is overall is a racing game. So I won't say it's a bad one. It works very well. It's easy to maintain. It just it's not the way I want to play. I want to play with 3-4 people. I want to see the other people pulling their cards. I want to cheer, booing them. I want to have that adrenaline, constant adrenaline happening. So it's an excellent game for the family. It plays very quickly. The box say 45-75 minutes. I would say that's spot on, and it may be even quicker because you will be surprised how often the game ends across the 40 points. That's very easy, and actually when I play, this is the majority of time how the play ends. And by year 3, you already have people that can reach that. So extremely fast games, extremely easy to set up, restart again if you want to. Every time I finish, I still thinking about it. And that's what, makes the game to me shine. When I finish the game and I want more, and I think about how I can do, I was like, I shouldn't pull that card. Oh, I wish I'd pulled that card and I could have made it. This is the kind of experience that I'm looking for. Yes, on the light side, but not every games have to be brain burning. Can be just pure adrenaline, and that's what it is. Like being there, flying for the first time, pure adrenaline. So if you like these videos, comment below, comment what you think. Have you tried this game? Have you tried other racing game, other flying games? Let me know in the comment below. And don't forget to share, like the video. The drill, that's not first YouTube video, am I right? Thank you very much and see you next time. Ciao.